What's happening, everybody? Jay Shockblast here. Got a special guest. You've been asking for it. Here he is, visiting from Florida. It's my brother Eric. What's up?
What's going on?
So Eric is here, and we haven't done a Jay and Eric co-op special since like last Christmas.
It's been a year.
It's been a year, man. So I'm pretty excited to have you up here, and spent a lot of the week trying to convince him to come back for good, but that's another story for another day. Gonna have the whole house thing, you know? Come on. Hey. Anyway, so we've been trying to like think about different videos we can do, talking about different things, and we have decided that since last year it was Marvel all the time, that we are gonna go ahead and talk about some DC. And the biggest thing going on in the world of DC Comics is Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice.
I think it's kind of messed up that it's a Superman sequel, yet Batman gets top billing.
Is it really a Superman sequel, though?
Yes. It's technically Man of Steel 2.
Is it, though? I mean, I kind of feel like it's just a movie, you know?
Well, it was supposed to be Superman, Man of Steel 2, but obviously they decided to just do Batman versus Superman.
So, alright, well, I mean, yeah, so I guess it should be Superman versus Batman, but I feel like Batman versus Superman flows a little bit better, but I don't know, I kind of just think it's a little, it's a little bit of a, it's a mouthful, you know, like it's a lot for a title, but it's not really Justice League yet, so, I don't know, like, I guess we'll start from the beginning. Henry Cavill is back as Superman. So what have you thought of him as Superman so far?
I thought he did a great job. I mean, it's really hard to top Christopher Reeve. You know, he pretty much was Superman for everybody. I mean, I know there's a lot of people that grew up on the old black and white TV shows, and you know.
You mean Dean Cain isn't Superman to everybody?
Well, everybody knows that show is all about Terry Hatcher, because it was called Lois and Clark.
Right.
And then you got, I mean, and then you had Smallville, but let's be real, that wasn't really Superman.
I don't know, man.
That was just Clark Kent.
I guess. I mean, Tom Welling to me is like when I think of Superman, like I think of Tom Welling mostly because you know Smallville ran for Jesus how long? Like 10 years.
Yeah, 10 years, but. Then again, you're a noob in comics, so...
Listen.
So you're just all about the TV show.
I got you into comics.
Yeah.
True story.
Yeah, and you gave up.
I didn't give up. I'm here. So anyway, the change though is Batman is Ben Affleck and Batfleck, and obviously you know that set the wow, I'm stuck. That set the internet on fire when that happened.
That almost broke the internet.
Almost broke the internet. One of the many things that almost broke the internet. So, what do you think of Batfleck? And more importantly, what do you think of the recent news that what's his face, Christian Bale, that he would have actually done it?
Honestly, I think Christian Bale made a great Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
Shitty Batman. I'm sorry. He was a horrible Batman.
What are you talking about?
Exactly.
What are you talking about?
Alright, knock it off.
Alright.
That case in point. He just, it's like, really? Why, what are you so graspy about? And, but I mean, he made a great Bruce Wayne, no doubt about that. I think, I mean, I'm willing to give Ben Affleck a try. He's gotten a bad rap about, you know, everything he's done. But, I mean, I thought he was great as Daredevil. A lot of people give that movie a lot of crap, but I actually really did like him as Daredevil. And, but everybody knows, you know, my favorite Batman's always been Michael Keaton.
Yeah.
So.
I agree. Honestly, like, to me, I feel like Jack Nicholson's the best Joker.
Well, let's take it back to like 2008. I've been on record saying that I hated Heath Ledger as the Joker. when they first casted him, I was like, yeah, I'm against it. I wanted Crispin Glover, the guy who played Marty McFly's dad in Back to the Future. I thought he had the look for the Joker. And then I always said that it was very hard to top Jack Nicholson's performance in Batman. But I was wrong. You know, Heath Ledger did take a twisted turn as the Joker, and you know, now it's like, how do you top that?
Well, I guess we'll find out, but I think that's another topic for another video that I just totally thought of. So back on track, let me talk about Ben Affleck. For me, I am actually really looking forward to seeing how he can do, mostly because I feel like in a lot of the serious roles he's had, he's done a really good job with, and I feel like he'll bring that to Batman.
How about Deb Apples?
How you like them apples? So I mean, and then I feel like he can do a really good Bruce Wayne. You know, Bruce Wayne is
he has to be kind of cocky.
Yeah, Bruce Wayne is not Tony Stark by any stretch of the imagination, but I feel like Bruce Wayne, like, I actually kind of like George Clooney as Bruce Wayne. I know that's like sacrilege because everybody like feels
Bat
like
nipples.
I'm sorry?
Bat nipples.
Bat nipples, right. But I kind of like, I feel like George Clooney had that distinguished, you know, charm to him. He was just a little too old for it, you know? But anyway, I think that Ben Affleck is going to give the youthful, distinguished, you know, still playful Bruce Wayne that we're all kind of, you know. And he's going to be serious when he needs to be serious. So I think it's going to be good. I'm actually really looking forward to it. I'm not going to miss Christian Bale. I mean, for continuity, I wouldn't have minded seeing him back. But, yeah, I really don't know that I'm going to miss him as Batman at all.
I sure as hell won't.
So I'll tell you, there's... Alright, so you and I are both really big fans of what's going on with these guys right here, Flash and Arrow. So Flash and that's your cue to pick Green Arrow. Yeah, I'll help you out here. Right there. So, you know, we're both big fans of the show, and
you mean one of them is technically a Batman show as well?
what do you mean?
Come on, Ra's al Ghul?
Ra's al Ghul, yeah.
He's a Batman villain. And I'm sorry, I've been really reading up. I've never really seen him as a Green Arrow villain.
All right,
so anyways,
I mean,
that's a Batman TV show.
Whatever. I mean, it's not Batman. The Arrow Cave.
That's a Batman reference.
Anyway, so there's no real talk that the Green Arrow is going to be in this movie, but they have cast the Flash, and shoot, who is that's going to be the Flash? What's his name?
I don't know. Some unknown person to me.
Yeah, so Grant Gustin is, you know, the Flash in the TV show, and you know, I just wish that they gave him a little bit more time to kind of establish himself. The Flash got picked up for another year. The Flash is, damn, they don't even have it on IMDb, do they?
No, not yet.
Sweet. So, I'm trying to pull that up, but I feel like if they gave Grant Gustin a little bit more time, it would have been really great for, I think it would have given him more time. It would have been great for him to, actually, you know, be in the movie for continuity, you know? And I just feel like there's never, I kind of liked, who is it? Justin
Hartley.
Justin Hartley in Smallville. I thought he was really good as Green Arrow, but I really actually kind of feel like
Stephen Amell.
Yeah, Stephen Amell is like fantastic. I friggin' love Stephen Amell.
Even though he's not a blonde.
Even though he's not a blonde, but it's okay. So I mean, Ezra Miller, that's who it is.
He was he's been in one of those popular indie movies. He was on Royal Pains.
Okay, well, I mean, I I just don't. I feel like Grant Gustin's got it. You know, like to me that is the Flash right now. You know, and I'm a little disappointed that you know, they didn't give him the opportunity to really establish himself. The Flash is doing really well, and it just would have been really nice to see them, you know, have what like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. has. You know, Nick Fury pops up, Samuel L. Jackson pops up in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I'm sorry, yeah. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. There's currently rumors that Hawkeye is going to be in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. at some point soon. So, I mean, it's really cool to be able to cross them over. How huge would it be for Arrow and the Flash if, you know, Henry Cavill shows up or Ben Affleck just for, like, one episode, you know? Like, it would be huge for their TV show. It would be huge for, you know, for everybody. It would be great cross-promotion. Not that...
I would.
Not that Justice League needs, like, you know, huge crossover or anything, but it would have been pretty nice.
Honestly, if WB wants to win this movie war with Marvel, they're going to have to expand their minds a little bit.
So...
And I believe they should, you know, like, I agree with you, they should do that.
So there are definitely two other characters that will show up in Dawn of Justice, and they are Wonder Woman, who is Gail Gadot. Gadot? Is it Gadot or Gadot?
I don't know.
I don't know. You guys
I'm not Brazilian.
And Arthur Curry, Aquaman, one of your favorites, Jason Momoa, better known as Khal Drogo in Game of Thrones. So you are a massive Aquaman fan. So let me know what you think of Aquaman not being blonde.
Well, we don't know for sure if he's not blonde or not. I mean, they really haven't referenced him. We haven't seen anything as far as teasers go, and he hasn't admitted about being blonde. But I'm going to be optimistic. I mean, I believe he should be blonde, or at least dirty blonde. You know, put blonde streaks in his hair. I don't care. I mean, he could dye his hair back when he goes to Game of Thrones.
Did you... Oh, he's dead. Sorry.
Oh, thank you. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, sorry.
You know, I'm just going to stop watching the damn series now. You know,
Eric and I just watched the first 3 episodes of Game of Thrones, and... I mean, alright, so just assume everybody that you saw on that show is dead. Fair enough?
You know what? Deadpool dies.
Yeah, he does. So anyway, sorry about that. But, you know, as it stands, though, did you have, like, a pick for Aquaman? Like, when you were in your dream world of, hey, there's going to be a Justice League movie, so obviously Aquaman's going to be involved, did you have a pick for it? Because I certainly didn't.
I know I did. I like, honestly, I thought Alan Richardson, who played Aquaman in Smallville, did a good job. And then I watched the Mercy Reef pilot, which was Justin Hartley before he became Green Arrow.
Right.
And I thought he was a good job as Aquaman. Definitely not Vincent Chase from Entourage.
Okay.
Remember? They made the
Oh, yeah, that's right.
James Cameron made Aquaman.
What's his face?
Adrian Grenier or something
Yeah. They had him be Aquaman. That's right. I totally forgot about that. In Entourage. Yeah, that's definitely not.
Dude. I would rather Turtle be Aquaman than him. But no, I mean, like, Alan Richardson would have been great because he's got the build for it, and you know, just let his hair grow out a little bit. You know, he's definitely got the attitude. I mean, he was phenomenal as Raphael in the Ninja Turtles movie. Because he did the screen capture and the voice.
Right.
But I don't know. I'm sure I had a pick for him. I mean, I don't have my notebook because, you know, I've always done those fantasy casts.
Right.
So I mean, I had a pick. I just don't remember who. But I did remember I wanted what's his name? He plays Bronze Tiger on Arrow. Michael J. White.
Michael J. White, yeah.
As Black Manta.
Black Manta. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm just trying to get Eric some achievements here.
Is that the achievement you were telling me about?
I don't know. It's one of them. So I'm just trying to get Eric some achievements while we do this. So here we are on the moon. So what about Gail Gadot or Gadot? I don't know which one it is. What do you think about her as Wonder Woman? I mean, personally, actually, let me go back to Jason Momoa real quick. You know, I feel like he can do it. You know, he's Hawaiian. I mean, so he's obviously, I'm assuming, surfed a bit in his day. He's got the build. I mean, he's definitely got a really good look. I feel like if they, I mean, they can obviously make his hair blonde. I mean,
Yeah.
It might look weird. I think he's a little dark skinned though. I mean, I feel like I picture Aquaman as being more light skinned, but you know, that's not the end of the world.
He is technically the Hitler poster boy, blonde hair, blue eyes,
right,
white skin.
Yeah, so, but I feel like it's gonna work, and I'm actually really excited to see how he kind of plays in. Now Gail Gadot, or Gadot, I'm sorry,
Just say
Gail, as Wonder Woman. How you feeling about that?
Wonder Woman is really, it's a hard role to cast because there's so many actresses out there that can do a phenomenal job. But what she has to her advantage is the fact that she has got the look, like she's from like a Greek island, even though she's
from Israel.
Oh, there you go. She's definitely from the area, so I mean,
yeah.
She's got the look, and basically she looks like she could be a Amazonian warrior.
Sure. She's a little skinny. I mean, not.
Well, you saw the picture they released of her.
Yeah, she looked the part for sure.
She looked phenomenal. So it's like, okay, you know, everybody was bitching about it. They wanted, you know, this person. Well, yeah, she's white in the comics, but you know, that was also created back in the, you know, 40s when, I'm sorry,
everybody was white.
Everybody was like white in the comics.
Yeah.
But I think she's a pretty good choice.
Yeah, I'm not gonna really complain about it.
And it's not like she's not a stranger to action films, considering she's done 3 Fast and the Furious movies.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, she looks pretty dope in the in those shots they released. I'm just curious how it's all gonna tie together. You know, in the grand scheme of things. So, obviously, I don't know how I feel about Batman and Superman fighting. Also, Ray Fisher as Cyborg. That's another one that's been announced. He really, I guess he doesn't really have much of a backstory, does he?
Not really. I mean, he did the voice for him. Oh no, that's just.
Yeah, it's in the good, the bad, and the confused. That's really it. So he's a bit of an unknown. I don't know anything about him, that's for sure.
Honestly, it's really hard. I mean, you can honestly pick anybody to be Cyborg.
Yeah.
Half of them's to be, you know,
A robot.
in prosthetics. So.
Yeah,
Honestly, they could have went with anybody.
Yeah. So, obviously, this is, you know, leading up to a Justice League movie long term. Jesse Eisenberg is Lex Luthor.
He is quick-witted.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I feel like the point is really just to be to make sure that there's young actors that are involved, because it's going to be a long project.
Considering they stretched out their entire roster out to 2020.
Yeah, so I mean, you know, Ben Affleck, I mean, he could be a little bit younger. Or, I mean, a little bit older because, you know, Bruce Wayne is a little bit older. Now, there's a rumor they're going to have a female Robin. How do you feel about that?
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is.
There's been so many people that have been Robins, so...
I mean, I know the diehards, they want Dick Grayson. But if you have an older Batman at this point, then at this point, he's already become Nightwing.
So, as far as, like, the universe is concerned, do you feel like at this point they have, you know, that they're following where The Dark Knight Rises ended? Or are they kind of just starting a new universe?
It's already known it's going to be a different universe.
Okay.
Because Christopher Nolan made his... the Christopher Nolan trilogy is literally a separate trilogy.
Okay.
Like, when they bring in the Joker again, eventually,
right.
He's probably not going to say anything about what he did. So it's gonna be it's entirely like the DCU universe is gonna be all on its own. 'Cause, I mean, when you look at the Dark Knight trilogy, it's too real. It's too real. And so in that universe, Superman doesn't exist. So that's why he won't mention anything. He might, you know, have some teasers as far as, you know, like little comic innuendos or something.
Right.
But yeah.
Well, so long story short, I think we're both pretty excited for it. Unfortunately, it is a long way away. March of 2016. So it should be fairly interesting.
Considering they whipped out when they were going to go head to head with the Avengers.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like people are just going to see the movie. I don't really think the head-to-head thing really matters, other than the fact that, you know, one of them's obviously going to make a little bit more money. A little bit more money that weekend, and they don't want to finish second. You know, I get it, but I don't know. I just at the same time kind of feel like just do it. You know, just do it. And then they're gonna have all these spin-off movies. There's gonna be a Flash movie with Ezra Miller. There's gonna be a Cyborg movie apparently. Maybe there'll be an Aquaman movie.
Well, they're gonna do Aquaman, and then you've got 2 Justice League movies, Cyborg,
Wonder
Woman, you know, Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Supposedly another Superman, maybe another Batman. I don't know. All I know is DC better, you know, do something fast to catch up, because Marvel's gonna. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna be a Marvel fanboy at this point.
And it's weird because, like, I feel like a lot of times you read more DC comics.
Well, all right. Here's the funny thing. I mean, I've grew up a huge Marvel fan. Everybody knows that. A lot of my favorite characters are mainly Marvel characters. But honestly, right now DC is whipping Marvel's ass
In the comics.
in the comic world, because they're just putting out some solid stories. I mean, it's just, I don't know what Marvel's doing anymore as far as comics go, but right now I'm literally looking forward to reading DC all the time, especially like Aquaman. And you got all the Green Lantern stories, and of course I got He-Man. I mean, I can't really go wrong with that.
So yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I really hope they don't do the whole. I mean, obviously it looks like they've got Batman and Superman kind of going at it, but
They'll fight in the beginning.
yeah, and then they'll come together for the greater good. I was just reading an article about how Amy Adams is Lois Lane again, and she's gonna find out who Batman is. You know, I guess you can put 2 and 2 together, that when Bruce Wayne and Batman show up in Metropolis at the same time. Anyway. So I feel like that's where we stand.
How hard is it to figure out that Clark Kent's Superman? The dude wears glasses.
I guess I don't know, man. That's a story for another day, I guess. So that is it for this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed. What do you guys think of Superman or Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice? What would you like to see from here? And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. We've got a couple more coming up, and we'll catch you later. See ya.